to the Hideout Academy Studio.
Hey.
Welcome and happy holidays. Thanks so much for being here.
It's so nice to be back. I love it here.
Got a show tonight out at 3rd and Lindsley that we're very excited about. But first things first, how the heck have you been since the last time you were here in studio?
I have been absolutely fantastic. It's been a whirlwind. I've filmed 2 movies since I was here in May.
Wow.
And a few weeks ago, I came back from Toronto from filming one of those. And then I started the tour almost immediately with some pre-Thanksgiving shows. And at this moment, in between coming in to talk to you here, my house is like a mass of unpacked and repacked, and
It's the season. It's the season. I'm in the middle of a move. There's been a lot of people who we've been interviewing are like, yeah, I'm moving my house or doing this. So we're all in the season together.
I leave tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. for Richmond for 3 weeks for the rest of the tour after tonight's show at 3rd and Lindsley.
Wow. See, it's not, we have a lot of artists, which we're so thankful for here on the show, but not many of them say, oh, yeah, since the last time I was here, I've finished 2 movies, started a tour, getting ready to wrap up a tour before the year's out. But so will these films be released next year? Do you know? Or?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's
but your
also
part's
2
done.
other movies that I filmed last year that aren't out yet.
Oh, okay.
You just never know. Sometimes like a Marvel movie.
Sure.
You usually have a release date, and I've not been a part of those. The movies I make almost always, it's like, okay, now it's done, and then you just sort of wait to see when it's going to be released into the world.
It's a lot like making music, right?
Yes.
It's like you got to do all these final tweaks and edits and things like that. So, I mean, you kind of get to understand both between film and the music. And what kind of encouraged you to do this tour at this time with so much going on?
It's my Christmas album. I did it for the first time last year.
Yeah.
And that, because I've been a part, in addition to having done a number of horror and sci-fi things over the years, I also have been part of 10 Christmas movies. And it's such a weird dichotomy. But with those 10 Christmas movies, a number of them have featured my original Christmas songs.
So cool.
And then last year I decided to make a Christmas record, which was recorded here at Sound Emporium. And that came out, and I did a few Christmas shows. And then this year it's 17 cities.
Wow.
So I think it's becoming a bit of a tradition.
I love that. I love a Christmas tradition. We were talking about Michael Bublé and a couple other who have been able to do that. And I love this for you. I think it's so cool. And the story of you just wanting to bring like that comfort and that Christmas spirit to everybody, I think is really cool.
It's very different from a non-holiday show in that, well, I always decorate the stage. So I've got lights up on the stage, and it just feels festive from the moment you start. But it's also looking out into the audience. People do show up with Christmas hats and sweaters, and they're often with their families or date night or whatever. But it's a combination between my original Christmas songs and some classics. And it's just fun. It feels like a Christmas party, really.
I love it. You have your set list, but do you ever do like requests like on the fly?
Always.
Nice.
Yeah. In Oklahoma City, I did an on-the-fly version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, because I realized while I know the melody and the words, I wasn't confident I would play the right chords. So I just did an a cappella version and then kind of picked it up as I went along. And then the encore, I always do a mashup, because with 7 albums out and my 8th one going to be recorded next year, I have people that will come out and want to hear specific tunes. And especially at the Christmas shows, I'm not going to play those during the regular set. So the encore will be a mashup where the audience calls out what they'd like to hear. Some of them mine, some of them not mine.
I love that.
And then I just do a medley on the fly, which is never the same twice.
That's awesome. Is that nerve-wracking at all, or you just kind of have fun and roll with it? Just like, come on, shout them out, and then just...
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
For me, the travel is nerve-wracking a little bit. The packing, like making sure I don't forget anything.
Yeah.
Figuring out what merch to bring, all of that. But the performing is not nerve-wracking. That's my piece.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I love feeling as though hopefully I can bring some of that to the folks who have come out as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've
got Ernest.
We have Ernest.
Your sweet dog who's here in the studio. If you go to volume.com/lightning100, you can see sweet
I don't know if you
Ernest.
can see him or not. I know we can't hear him. He's such a good boy. He's just like, I'm
We
here
posted
to
some
observe.
things on our Instagram at Lightning in the Morning, so please check out Ernest.
Ernest is sitting right here at my right side under the keyboard.
And
which
Ernest
is,
will be at the show tonight as well?
He will. He
Yeah.
always makes a special appearance for the encore.
Nice.
He doesn't care for drums. So he sits in the green room and hangs out while the drums, the main part of the show is happening. But then when I come out and do the encore, we have one planned encore, which is a very quiet song with the whole band. And then the mashup, which will be just me and the piano.
Right. And I'm sure Ernest wants to know, like, I wonder where she's going to play in the mashup tonight, right? Compared to Oklahoma City, maybe.
That's right.
We have Alicia Wirr here in the Hideout Academy Studio. Again, the show tonight out at 3rd and Lindsley. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7:30. Alice Wallace also on the bill. What can you tell us about Alice for those that maybe are unfamiliar that are listening right now?
Alice is a powerhouse. She's not only she got this extraordinary voice, like rich Americana, bluesy combo, but also she's a yodeler.
Oh.
I mean, a world-class yodeler. And she's also a dear friend of mine. She's going to be hitting the road with me at 4 a.m. to head to Richmond also.
Wow.
So I've had the experience of sitting right next to her and asking her, so how do you yodel? And she shows me, and it's amazing that a voice can do that. I can confidently say I will never be a yodeler. That's not going to happen in this
We're
lifetime.
not going to get a little taste of it right now.
But I would bet she'll pull out some yodel if we ask her tonight.
I love that.
Let's all ask her
Yes.
tonight at 3rd and Lindsley.
Most
yodeling.
definitely. A little Christmas yodel.
Yes. Who wouldn't want a little Christmas yodel? I love it.
That's right. But so we've got the Casio set up here in studio, and we were really hoping that you'd play a song or two for us, Alicia.
I would be delighted.
Wonderful.
Well-
What would you like to play first? Or do you want to surprise us?
I'm going to start with the title track because it's only fitting.
Yeah.
I think I'm spending Christmas with you on Lightning 100. It makes no sense. I haven't even been invited. But then again, somehow I'm feeling so excited. There's nowhere I would rather spend the waiting of Decembers in this year. It's weird, but still it's true. I think I'm spending Christmas with you. I'm sitting alone, but I can feel your hand in mine. I'm happy to hold. At last we found our perfect timing. And if I had a crystal ball to watch the future pieces fall, I bet we get to see this through. I think I'm spending Christmas with you. Racing merrily through the snow, making memories, sipping cider, games around a fire. And so if by chance you're out there wondering if it's crazy, I've got no plans except to answer with And so if by chance you're out there wondering if it's crazy, I've got no plans except to answer when you ask me. There's nowhere I would rather be than in your arms on Christmas Eve, my dear. Come here and see this through. I think I'm spending Christmas. I think I'm spending Christmas. I think I'm spending Christmas with you.
That's all I have to say. Alicia Witt is with us in the Hideout Academy Studio. That is so, I have like so many chills right now. It's just so beautiful to hear the piano, and you're playing it so beautifully, and like the lyrics are so great, and like just, I don't know, it just like brings everything together. It brings people together. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you've made my day.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, it was fun. Like Alicia and I were talking off air a little bit about, you know, I grew up in LA and Santa Monica and listening to the piano being played at Nordstrom. And you were saying how you played at the Beverly Hills Hotel, right?
Beverly Wilshire.
Yeah. An iconic place. And just how you were able to do that. And then once, you know, you're 19 and the movie started kind of coming in, I just think it's so amazing. And now you get to kind of gift it so many years later. And we get to enjoy it.
It definitely harkens back to those days a little bit, just in the inspiration that I've taken from the songs of the 1940s and 50s.
Yeah.
This Christmas record is absolutely influenced by Nat King Cole and Nancy Wilson and Rosemary Clooney Christmas albums. And when I was 16, I started that job at the Beverly Wilshire, and that's how I supported myself and paid my rent and everything when I was auditioning 3 times a day and hoping to make a living as an actor one day.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than, like, we hear a lot that folks will move to LA and they'll wait tables. We have a lot of that here in Nashville as well.
Of
you know,
course.
folks try to make it in the music business, but well, you've got to support yourself while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So instead of doing like the waitressing or maybe the bartending thing, you were actually playing in
getting to be
different
creative.
places
I love that.
to support yourself, which is amazing because you started playing piano at a very young age, right?
Yes, when I was 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I started competing in classical competitions a few months after I started taking piano lessons. It was just something that I took to really fast and felt at home on the keyboard, like it was another language that I already spoke, probably in another life or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting to watch you, and it's really cool. It's
She's
like,
kind of fluent in that language, right?
It feels that way.
I'm like, whoa.
The risk when I play sometimes, even at a live show, is I get so lost in it because I feel so at home on the keyboard. Every once in a while, I have wait, what am I playing? moment. And that used to happen to me when I was a teenager at the Beverly Wilshire too, because I'd play these big classical pieces, and as well as all the show tunes and
get
pop
lost
songs.
in it.
And I would get lost dreaming about whatever because the piano's so fluent to me. And then once in a while, I'd feel myself coming back into my body with a start and not know where I was, like in the song.
Right.
It's a remix.
Yeah.
I just do that.
Ever do that and then just kind of look up at the audience? The whole audience is going, wow.
Well, I think at a pop show, you can, like, I just saw a clip of Tori Amos totally forgetting the words to something. And then she started making up lyrics, and the audience loved it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've had that happen to me before, where once in a great while I'll forget something and I'll just say to the audience, what's the line here? How does the first verse start? And somebody will throw it at me.
Shout it out.
Which is incredible.
I mean, it's really fun to be able to be so interactive, which I think I love about holiday shows is I love when it's inclusive, when you're able to like talk with your audience and have them shout out songs that, you know, are part of your albums too, which is so cool. It's got to feel so amazing for someone to be like, oh, wait, you know that song? Okay.
It's
fine.
there's never going to be a way that I can fully convey in words what that means to me, because starting as a songwriter who was confident enough to actually try sharing these when I didn't know if anyone would like them at first, that just stemmed from this feeling I had that I had to write songs because I didn't know how else to express what was going on. And I wanted to find a way of connecting to people through those songs, but really they were meant to express something I was going through, written in my living room, mostly alone. And to think those songs have become not only familiar to some people, but so familiar that they know all the words. I know how many times you have to listen to a song to know all the words.
Yeah.
But
That's such an
that's a
honor.
real connection. It's meaningful for them as well. That's awesome.
Well, and I think a big testament to a lot of musicians hopefully listening right now is that you really just went out there and did what was natural and good for you. And then that's where kind of the people started coming through, because you can completely worry about what everybody's thinking, but then
Yeah.
you don't get it done.
That's
You don't
right.
know.
And I started putting music out 16 years ago, but I'd had the dream to do it a long time before that. I just didn't realize yet that to be a songwriter, you really need to write and write and write hundreds of songs. They don't all have to be great or even good. They don't have to be songs anybody will ever hear, but you need to finish them.
Yeah.
And you need to write and just get familiar with that process so that when that idea does come through that could be a good thing that you might want to share with the world, you just have the fluency to be able to translate it.
Yeah. I mean, just like piano. You
Yeah.
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Well, and everyone gets to see you tonight. We want to make an emphasis. The show is tonight.
Yes.
So everybody get ready to head on over to 3rd and Lindsley.
That's right. Doors at 6. Show starts at 7:30. Again, Alice Wallace will be part of the show as well. 3rdandlindsley.com to get your tickets while you can, before the show sells out at some point this afternoon, which I'm
Yeah.
sure it's going to do. We've got about 9 minutes left in the show. Would you care to play another one for us, Alicia? If not, it's okay, but
I would be delighted to.
awesome.
I'm
All right.
seeing John Paul White's picture up there on the wall from the Civil Wars, of course, and many other amazing solo songs.
Yeah.
And there's a song on my record that he and I wrote together, and he sings with me on it also.
Wow.
We wanted to create something as a sort of anthem for a particular day in this holiday season that didn't really have a song up until now. And we have decided it's the weirdest day of the year in some senses. It comes right after Christmas. And I think I'll just share it with you.
All right.
I like it.
The needles are dropping, the Christmas tree is brittle. It's been up since Thanksgiving week. What was celebrating now feels like waiting to break out the vacuum and clean. The stores and the restaurants are open again, already undecorated. Return all those gifts and the clothes that don't fit and the ones that did, but you hated. So here's to the day that was left all alone, without a refrain or a song of its own. It's too early to sing Auld Lang Syne, to drink and make resolutions that you'll never keep. A moment of silence for what's left on your list. It's over, you did it. It is what it is. For worse or for better, it'll never be missed. 'Cause nobody ever remembers December 26th. You're ready to call it a year and start over, but there's still one more week to get through. Your waistline is wider, you drank too much cider, but it's still kind of Christmas, so what's 10 more to lose? Oh, here's to the day that was left all alone, without a refrain or a song of its own. It's too early to sing Auld Lang Syne and to drink and make resolutions that you'll never keep. A moment of silence for what's left on your list. It's over, you did it. It is what it is. For worse or for better, it'll never be missed. 'Cause nobody ever remembers December 26th. The calendar tells us it's Boxing Day, but really it's more like a wash. Stare at your family with nothing to say, and back-to-back movies to watch. So here's to the day that was left all alone, without a refrain or a song of its own. It's a tough act to follow, the sleigh bells ring hollow, so leave on your PJs all day and let's wallow. A moment of silence for what's left on your list. It's over, so merry, whatever it is. For worse or for better, it'll never be missed. 'Cause nobody ever remembers December 26th. Oh, nobody ever remembers December 26th.
Lightning 100, Alicia Witt. Is that song appropriately called December 26th?
It is called
Okay.
December 26th, written
Okay.
with John Paul White.
I love
Fantastic.
it. I'm just thinking about everybody whose birthday is on that though, and being like, yeah, that is my birthday, and like, oh, no, everyone forgets it. And I
Yes.
love Boxing Day. Boxing Day was always a big thing. My neighbors were from the UK, so it was always like
yeah.
everybody bringing the food over. But it is like this very interesting. I love it. Wow, that's amazing. That's great. I'm in.
And the wider and cider rhyme.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
next level.
Rhymes
That's
are
just
great.
spectacular.
But we've all been there with like the
Oh, yeah.
pine needles and the vacuum out, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and it is so sad. Like my family always tries to keep our Christmas decorations till after New Year's because it's
Yeah.
just like we want the magic a little longer. You
I know. If you've done all that work to get them up, you might as well enjoy them.
Exactly.
But then December 26th sometimes feels like such a weird, like, letdown almost. Like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're so used to being in the hurry of things, like, oh, I've got to buy this and do that. And you're like, oh, well,
I don't have to do anything.
it's done. I guess I didn't do it. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
What a creative song. I love it. I mean, I don't know many other. Yeah, I don't have many. There's not many songs about that.
Thank you.
Yes. And you can still get tickets to the show tonight. Third and Lindsley, Spending Christmas with Alicia Witt and Alice Wallace, also part of the show. Again, doors open at 6 o'clock. The show starts at 7:30. Find your tickets now at thirdandlindsley.com. Alicia, thank you so much for coming in. So much fun.
Thank you for having
And
me.
we
It's-
hope to have you back on the morning show at some point in
Yeah.
2026 as well.
Absolutely.
New album being recorded, you mentioned, next year.
Yeah, Joe
Very
Henry
exciting.
is producing it.
Wow.
Very cool.
And 30 Tigers is releasing it.
Yay! we love
So,
them.
yes, I will definitely come on into the morning show again
All right.
next year.
You heard it
With
live right
Ernest.
here on 100.1 FM. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, for joining us. Thank you all for tuning in on this Wednesday morning. Stephanie taking over in just a couple of minutes as we put a wrap on this Wednesday edition of Lightning in the Morning. But go right now, if you don't already have your tickets, thirdandlindsley.com to get the tickets for tonight's show that start at 7:30. And with that, we will wrap up Lightning in the Morning here
Let's
on
go.
Nashville's Independent Radio.
Lightning 100.